Hi guys. Ooh, the sun. Lord, I thank you for sunshine. It's a beautiful day. Ooh. You guys, the Matrix is attacking me. Story goes, Marland Yarde was my client in November 2021 and December 2021. And then in January 2022 is when the incident happened. Allow me to elaborate with evidence. I had met Marland Yarde 3 times, even though he lied to the courts that we met in Manchester. What's embarrassing about booking a service with a hooker? Come on, guys. I recommend hookers. It's not embarrassing. The framework is clear. No strings attached. You know what you're getting. Yeah, it's like, let's get down to business. Yeah. So, during the 3 times we met, he's a bit of a slave driver. He wants a subservient woman. I'm not a submissive woman. End of. So, I did say to him, I think we're going to have to leave it now. But if I have anybody, he said, have you got any friends? I said, no, I don't have any friends who work. I used to know people when I worked in the brothels, not anymore. Now that I'm independent, I've lost track of other working girls, hookers, prostitutes, sex workers, brasses, sluts, whatever, by any name, we do the same thing, Yeah, but I prefer hooker, and I'm a justified hooker. So I did say to him, look, because I could see that he's a slave driver, when you start the when you start the saki, it's like, when is this gonna end? Come on, man. Yeah. So on 9th of January, the morning of 9th of January, listen very carefully, because it's all in the text messages, but the judge, because a judge with no soul will manipulate everything to make the innocent guilty and the guilty innocent. And I was not represented in court, even though he said in his sentencing remarks, Sandra was represented and she had legal advice. Oh, really? Okay. He covered his back for the Attorney General, I know that. But anyway, I have appealed to the Attorney General, and, here I am giving evidence. It's the only way I can do it. Yeah, so save that page. I had said, let's not do this again. But he asked me, do you know anybody? No, blah, blah, blah. So on the 9th of January, it was 5 a.m. You'll see everything in the messages. It was 5 a.m. on a Sunday of 9th of January, 2022. He asked me, can you get me a girl? I sent him some voice notes. Unfortunately, voice notes disappeared, but at least the text messages are there to stay. Yeah. Even though the police have deleted the videos in my phone, to cover up, at least they kept the messages. Thank you. It must have been, a mistake for them to keep these messages in the phone. So, 5 a.m., can you get me a girl? I said, come on, Marland. It's 5 a.m. The world is sleeping, Just because you and I are awake doesn't mean, the world is awake. Just over an hour later, he said, it's okay, Sandra. Don't worry. I've got a girl now. But she has passed out. But she just needs to sleep in your spare room. If he had just said she has passed out, I would have said, well, then take her to the hospital or something, or get her help. But then he tricked me into saying she needs to sleep. She needs to sleep. And then all the messages, you can see them there. Judge for yourself. Yeah. But the police protected him. You know why? I'm just a pauper who lives on a council estate. But then, never underestimate a hooker. She can cut you down to size. I keep saying this to people. Yeah, okay, there's the police. Yeah, they're going to another house. I'm actually just knowing that the police may arrest me because I have broken the terms. I have put on their evidence which they hid to the world. The judge did not even want the journalist to have the transcripts. A judge with no soul will masterfully manipulate the situation to make the innocent guilty and the guilty innocent. And the judge knows that he's got the whole world at his feet. He's got the whole world under his feet. He knows it. He can play whatever game he wants. But then who judges these malicious judges? Who judges them? Who polices these, thugs in uniform, the police? Who polices them? They mark their own homework. You guys, justice is a myth. What I've encountered, I have tagged the Attorney General because that is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. And then the, inspector, the police inspector, Daniel Pickavans, he had the courage to say, "Oh, you've been arrested several times, so you guys, I have never committed a crime in the United Kingdom of Great Britain. Never, ever. I wouldn't be here crying out for justice. I am sweltering with the heat of injustice. You guys, injustice hurts. Until it happens to you or close to home, you will never know how much antagonizing is injustice. I can tell you now, injustice really hurts. My God, it hurts like hell. Yeah, just look at the text messages. That's all I ask. Please pay attention to these text messages. 9th of January. And then, when I realized that a girl in that spare room was violated, naked, but with Marland Yarde's jumper, violated, asking me, why am I naked? Who's had sex with me? The police have the video. Then I've got a friend who is a journalist because I thought, I need to cover my back here. I told my friend, I said, I'm in a very, very bizarre situation. I am ringing the police. Yep. I am phoning the police. And they said, oh, you saw the story. Come on. I literally paid journalists. I paid a journalist from Politicalite, Viralizer. I paid him money to literally investigate. I did not take any money. I paid money from my little tiny peanuts for a journalist to investigate. So you guys, look at the thread, and then you don't even have to like me. You don't even have to like my accent or my brownness or my blackness. The point is, all Marland Yarde had to say to the judge was, I do a lot of charity. But I keep saying, nobody did more charity than Jimmy Savile. But then the same powers that protected Jimmy Savile, they're protecting rogues today. It's all a class issue. Hi, Liam. Hi, Adele. Hi. Yeah, it's a class issue. You know what? Sorry? Oh my God. You know what, you guys, honestly, I've had my neighbors coming to the door just to give me flowers, some giving me £10 to say, put that towards your court case. Thank you for on behalf of that white girl. Remember, all this guy had to say to the court was, I'm a Black Lives Matter activist and I do charity. I said, oh, Jimmy Savile in dreadlocks. Let's leave that one there. Don't get me started on Savile. Savile is in dreadlocks. I'll just leave that one there. But pay attention. It's all hearing in the evidence, everything. There is nothing left but the truth. Light comes when justice happens. If you read that article from the Manchester Evening News, did that make sense to you? Oh, yeah. So he took the girl to her house just to put a jumper on her. Oh, he really does charity, doesn't he? Just to put a jumper on her. Bless you. Bless your cotton socks, Marland. Yeah. An appeal has been, oh God, no, I can't stand the sign anymore. Maybe it's the heavens saying, right, give Marland a break for an hour. Yeah.